Hello friends, welcome back to automationtestinginsider.com. This is Selenium framework development part 7, and as you all know that we are creating data driven framework with page object model design pattern, and you can call it as hybrid framework as well. And we are automating an e-commerce application which is my store application. Now let me show you the agenda like what we are going to discuss today. So these are the different topics guys we have already discussed session wise. So here you can see, and we are almost at the end of our framework development, and we are at, this is the seventh part, and today we are going to talk about extent report, how we can implement extent report in our framework. And at the end of the session I'll show you like how we can push our code into GitHub, so you can clone the project from GitHub. So this is what we are going to discuss today, and in the next video we'll talk about the continuous integration and Jenkins with Jenkins tool. Okay, and we'll run our project through Jenkins. So guys, if you are new to my channel, then please subscribe this channel by clicking on the subscribe button, and click on this bell icon to get the notification for upcoming videos. And this is my blog as well, automationtestinginsider.com, and I would request please follow me on this blog as well, because I'm writing different articles over here. So you can click on this follow button and you can follow me on this blog as well. And in the last video, this was the last video, Selenium framework development part 6, and if you navigate to description box of this video, you'll find all the links: Selenium WebDriver step by step, Java step by step, TestNG tutorials. So for different playlist I have all the links in the description box going forward as well. So please go through all the playlist whatever I have created earlier, whatever videos I have created. So you can directly, if you want, you can directly go to that playlist from here in the description box of the videos. So let's come back to today's agenda. So we are going to talk about extent report, and last time we have discussed about log4j, data driven testing, and TestNG XML, grouping of test cases, and cross browser testing and parallel execution. So this is what we have discussed in the last video. So this is the project guys, my store project. Let me close all these, and if you see, last time we have implemented data driven testing. So let me show you. Yeah, so we have implemented data driven testing for login page test when I have created the last video, and similarly I have implemented for other classes as well. Like I'm getting the data from Excel sheet. So this is the Excel sheet which we have, not this one, this is the original one, and let me get it from here. From project directory, and let me close this one. Yeah, so this is the Excel sheet. The first tab is test cases, or whatever test cases we have created 10 test cases scripted, and these are the different test data we have. Credentials I have shown you in the last video. We have email, product details, we want to get the product from here, and search product. So already I have parameterized everything. I have shown you last time about this login page test for an example. Similarly I have done data driven testing for all other classes as well. And let me show you one more thing over here. For this order page test, verify total price, I have yeah, we have written data provider for this one as well. We are getting the product, and from here Excel sheet we have this product details. So we are getting product quantity and size from Excel sheet using data provider, and we are passing in this method verify total price. And I have done one dynamic scripting over here. Earlier, if you remember, we have hard coded the values. Now based on the quantity, it will calculate the total expected price. So we have unit price and total price, correct? So we are calculating the total expected price with the help of unit price into this is what we are getting quantity from parameter, right? And we are converting that into double, and then we are multiplying by unit price and adding $2, that is shipping charge. If you remember, by seeing the application, there is a $2 extra, so that is for shipping charge. So this is how we are getting a total expected price, and we are calculating, we are simply we have put the assertion over here, and we are comparing with the total price. So this is how we can validate, we can make our script dynamic. So these are the different things like data providers and data driven testing we have done in the last video, and few things I have done offline as well. Yeah, and yeah, and one more thing is I have already provided some logs as well. Log dot start test case, end test case. For login page test, last time we have done all the logs in this way. And if you remember, we have created different TestNG XML files, like this is for to run all the test cases, and we have different test suites as well: sanity, smoke, regression, cross browser, etc. Now today let's see how to implement extent report. This is what we are going to discuss today. And one more thing, guys, I have already provided whatever data I have, like this project architecture and this page navigation, and this Excel sheet is already there. So these two things and the steps for log4j, data driven testing and extent report already I have provided in the project. So here I have created one documentation folder where I kept this framework architecture, page navigation, and step for log4j, extent report, and data provider. So let's implement extent report. So already I have written the steps. So these is the steps you have to follow to implement extent report in your project, in your framework. So the first point is create extent config.xml file for extent report configuration. So let me get it. Either you have to create it, or you have to implement it, right? I mean, you have to add it from existing project. So since already we have done this extent related things, tutorials already, so simply I am copying from the previous class, previous project. Okay, so if you don't know about the extent report, then you can follow the previous videos, guys, which I have already created. So simply I'll copy this extend config.xml from here, from the previous project, and I'll put it over here in my framework. And let me show you what this extend config.xml. So this is for reporting, for extent report, guys, like how it looks, look and feel for our extent report. So the configuration. So simply I'll change some of the things over here. So I'll change the document title as my store project, and yeah, simply I'll copy this over here, my store project report. And this is for logo, guys. This is this report name, and this path is for logo. So let me download the logo. So this is the application which we are automating, automationpractice.com, and this is the logo. So let me copy this. We want the logo in our extent report, so simply I'll save image as logo dot let's say, or simply I'll give my store dot png format. And simply what I'll do, this logo, we have already created one folder in the first video, logo folder. Simply I am putting over there. So this is my logo, and I need to give the path of this logo. So simply copy this logo path and I'll put it over here. So this is what you can do for logo, and any other things. So nothing is required to change over here. So this is done. And what I'll do, what is the next thing I need to do? Let me go over the steps. Yeah, so second is add create extend manager class in utility package. So already we have this extend class, so let me copy that one as well from utility class. So extend manager, I'll show you what it does. So simply we can copy this extend manager and I'll put in utility package. So this is my extend manager. So what it does is to create the object of extend HTML report and load extend config.xml. So earlier we put this extend config.xml, so we need to load this, right? And we have to create few objects over here. So this extend HTML reporter is to create the HTML file. So here you can see, if you mouse over, the extend HTML report creates a rich standalone HTML file. So this will create the HTML file, and there is another class extend reports, which will build the reports. The extend reports report client for starting reports and building reports. So this is to build the report. And we have one more class, extend test. So what it does is defines a test. You can add logs, snapshot, assign author, and everything. So these are the different things you can do using this extend test. So we need to create the object of all these classes. So we have taken a reference variable over here, and we are creating the object of this extend reporter class, and here we are providing the path of our extend report. So test up output and extend report. So let me go extend test up output, and I'll create one extend report folder over here. So right click and folder, I'll create extend report like this, extend report. Click on finish. So here you can see extend report inside test output. So we need this extend report, and it will create my report.html after running the test set. Once our test suite is done, we'll get this my report.html, and this is to load the configuration xml configure file, xml config file, this extend config file. So this is what we have given. This is the project directory, and this is our extend config.xml. So it will load this extend config file, and these are the different things, guys, to set up in the reports. How to set, like host name, project name. Project name I'll change. My store project. Rest let it be like this. And yeah, so this is one static method, set extend, and another method is end report, to flush, to close the report at the end once everything is done. So this is about extend manager class. So what is the next step we need to take? Create a folder to save the extend report under test output, so which already we have done. Configure extend manager dot set extend in before suite method in base class. So let's call this set extend method. So how we can call, let me open the base class. So this is my base class. So from before suite we need to call a set extend method, right? So extend manager dot set extend. So we have set extend method, and we need after suite method as well. So I'll write here after suite. So if you see on another step, configure extend report dot end report. So we have, if you see, we have one end report as well. So simply I'll create one method, public void after suite I can give, and we'll call extent manager dot end report, like this we can call, and I'll give annotation here after suite. Yeah, this. And guys, we don't need this before test, so we can remove this. And what I'll do, I'll copy the content inside this load config file, and what I'll do, I'll copy like this and I'll put it over here in before suite. So before suite only it will load this configuration file, so no need of this @test annotation. So we can simply remove it from here, and we can change the name of this before suite method to load config, like this we can do. So we have one before suite method inside base class, we have this WebDriver get driver method, we have this launch app, and at last we have after suite method. So yeah, our base class is ready now. We are calling this set extend from extend manager class. Let me see the next step. Add create screenshot method in action or base class. So already we have this screenshot method in our action driver class, so let me open this one as well. So at the end we have to go, yeah, so this is a screenshot. To take the screenshot we have this screenshot method, guys, and yeah, simply it will take the screenshot. So if you don't know about the screenshot, already I have created how to take the screenshot. If you navigate the previous videos, and you'll find how to capture the screenshot. So this is simple code, and here you can ignore this part because this will this is for Jenkins, we'll change it later on. So simply we are returning in this screenshot method this destination, okay, where we are saving our screenshots. So I think we have already created the screenshots folder over here. Yeah, here we have screenshots folder we have created in the first video. So screenshot folder is already there. So we are concatenating file name and date name, the file name in the sense the test case name and date name. So if you don't know about yeah, again I should tell about this thing, like if you don't know about screenshot, how to capture the screenshot, so already I have implemented I have created a video on this, so you can refer that. So this is about screenshot method. And what next we have to do, to attach the screenshot in extend report, add create a listener class. Okay, so listener class we have to create, guys, because we need to create a reports extend report for each and every test case. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll implement listeners. So we have different methods over there unimplemented methods will implement interface itest listener. Okay, so from there we can configure our script. So let me show you. From previous class already I have this listener class, so simply copy it. I'll explain inside this what we have, and I'll put it over here, my store.utility. So this is my listener class. Let's remove this. Yeah, I think we have to change this one, import base class from com.mystore.base, and instead of this base class dot driver, what I'll do, base class dot, we have get driver method, right? Why it is sorry, we have to call it from action class. We have screenshot method. One second. This is fine, from base class dot get driver, and a screenshot will call it from action class. So simply instead of piece I'll put action class over here, and we have to import action from com.mystore.action driver. So this is how you can implement a listener class. So listener class, what we have done over here is listener class extends extend manager. So earlier we have this class extend manager to configure the extend report. Okay, and yeah, and it implements iTest listener. And in iTest listeners interface we have different unimplemented methods. So these are the different unimplemented methods, guys. On test start, we have on test success. So simply it will write, okay, it will add on test start, it will add in report. Okay, create test, it will create the test case, create the test in extend report. Simply what it will do. Okay, on test success, if it gets passed, so what it will do, so simply will create the log in extend report. Past test cases, it will give the name of the test case. Similarly on failure we have to capture the screenshot. Okay, and we need to capture the logs and everything. We can remove these things over here. Now let me show you this one. What we are doing here is on test failure, what we are doing in case of failure, so what we'll do, we'll simply will write in extend report test case failed, and we'll change the color of the font is red. Okay, and inside this what we are getting over, what we are doing here is we are calling this screenshot method to, okay, to capture the screenshot. Okay, and on test failure, so at the same time it will capture the screenshot in this screenshot folder for failed test case, and as well as it will add the screenshot in extend report as well. So for that we have this create screen capture from path. Okay, and this is what we are returning the path from this screenshot method. Here we kept using this string variable, and simply using this method create screen capture from path, we are adding the screenshot in extend report. So this is how we can do. So guys, still I would say if you don't know about this listeners and extend report, then I would request please refer previous videos. Yeah, so this is all about this listener class, guys. On test skipped, so we'll write a beautiful log like this. Skip test case is the case name of the test case, and we have this on test start, on test success, and in case of failure we are getting the screenshot, as well as we are adding the screenshot in extend report. So this is about listener class. So I think all done. Yeah, and last thing is to call the listener, add the below listener inside suite tag in TestNG.xml. So we need to call this, we need to add this listener in our TestNG.xml. Okay, and one more thing, guys, in extend manager. So since we have configured using this extend.config.xml, so that's why I have commented all these lines. You can configure using this class itself, but since we are using this extend config.xml, because we are going to implement, we are a logo as well, we are going to attach the logo as well, so that's why I have used here extend config.xml. Now let me open the TestNG suite. So let's run all the test cases. So here we need to add the listener inside suite tag. So what is the project? We need to exit give the listener class over here. So this is my listener class. So right click, sorry, we need to take this the package name and listener class. So this is my listener class, guys, listener class.java. So all done. XML is also ready, guys, so I can run this now, but let's deliberately fail some of the test cases. So what I'll do, I'll fail some test cases. I need to go to index page test. Let's fill one test case from here. This logo. What I'll do, title, let's change the title over here. Expected would be my store 1, and homepage test, let's do some changes over here. What we'll do, let's fill only one test case for now, and we'll see, or let's say we'll write here false. Yeah, so just remember guys, we are filling two test cases. One is from this home page test and another is from index page test. So I'll revert these two things later on. So let me run our test suite now. Right click and run as TestNG suite, and this will take 4-5 minutes guys, so I may pause the video as well. So let's have a look. Run as TestNG suite. So guys, so all cases executed. So here you can see these are the different test cases, and since we have parameterized, so here you can see the values which we are getting from Excel sheet using data provider. And we failed couple of test cases deliberately. So out of 10 test cases, 8 passed, 2 failed. So here you can see, and these are the 2 test cases. One is this one because of the assertion error, and another one is, I think, at bottom, this verify title. So these are the 2 test cases failed, and let me revert those changes first, otherwise I will forget. And another one is home page test, this one result. Now let me look the report, why it is giving the error. I think error because of this one. Right click and Maven update the project, so that error will be gone, and later on we'll check the report, extent report. Why it is still showing? Yeah, it's on. So let me refresh the project, right click and refresh, and if you see inside test report, extent report, here you can see guys, my report.html is created. So let me open this, right click, go to properties and copy this entire path, and we'll open in Chrome browser. So here you can see guys, the extent report is getting created. So these these are the past test cases. Here you can see the test case name is also coming, and this failed test case, and screenshot is also you can see here. This is the screenshot, and let me show you other this another screenshot. Okay, so this is how you can see the extent report. This another view, 8 passed, 2 failed, and here you can see the logo as well. This logo is coming, the my store logo, and this is the project name, my store project. And let me show you some other configuration which we have done. Host name, this is the host name, my host, this is my store project. So this is how you can get the extent report. And one more thing, yeah, so and let's have a look the screenshot folder. Inside the screenshot, 2 test cases got failed, right? So here you can see order history details test, which we got failure. I mean deliberately we have failed couple of test cases, and another one is verify title. So these are the 2 failures, and we are getting the screenshots inside this folder. So I think all done, and logs is also there. You can see the logs is also created. So these are the different logs. Some couldn't find template, why it is going. I think this is after this one. So you can see the logs as well. So I think we are done with everything in the framework, and yeah, so the reporting is also done, this extent report. Now let me push the code into GitHub, and I'll show you the how we can do that. So this is my let me log in. So let's create a new repository over here. So just click on this new button, and we'll write the project name. I'll create the repository name like my project, and it is available. So here you can see the sign, and I'll make it as public so you guys can clone this project, and simply click on create repository. So just click on that, so the repository will be created. So this is the link of the repository guys. So let me push our code into this repository, this my project. So how we can do that? So first of all, let me close all these things. So this is the project, my project, and what I'll do in this quick access, what you'll do will find, if you write Git repository, so you'll find this and you'll drag it to bottom. 1 second, not coming like this side. Close this. Yeah, like this, you can drag at bottom. Now we'll create one local Git repository first, okay, because we don't have any repository related to this one. So first we'll create local repository, Git repository. And if you don't know again about Git and GitHub, then you can refer the previous videos, guys. As I have told you in this last video, since last video I'm providing all the links. So I have Git and GitHub link as well, so you can refer if you don't know about the Git and GitHub. So all the links are I'll provide in the description box of this video as well. Yeah, so let me create. So we have this create a new repository, so we can create new repository. I'll give name over here my project, sorry, my store, and click on create. So my store is coming over here. Now you can see here. Now what I'll do, I'll simply select this project, because we have this my store project over here, right? My store repository is created. So let me show you in the C drive. You can see over here users, and yeah, so here you can see that my store project is created, and .git file will be created over here. This is the hidden file. So that means we have created our own repository, local repository over here. Now simply we need to push our changes locally, and then we'll push the changes to the GitHub. So what I'll do, I'll select this project, right click, and we have team, share project, and from here we have to choose our local repository. So this is the local repository, and simply I think I need to click on finish. Yeah, simply we need to just click on finish. So it will, why this is coming, no problem, you just click on finish. Yeah, so here you can see, just refresh this, and if you go to the path, here you can see it is coming inside this my store path. Okay, so all the files are stored inside that path. Now simply what I'll do, now we have updated the changes in the local repository. Now we need to make all the changes, updates to our Git repository. How we can push the changes to the Git repository? Okay, so right click and team, we have commit. Okay, so these are the different files inside our project. So simply add all the files to stage area, and simply I'll write over here first commit, and commit and push. Simply select commit and push. So it will ask, guys, the URI, the URL of our GitHub repository which we have created earlier. Now simply I'll provide this GitHub URL over here, and yeah, provide the username and password over here, your GitHub username and password. Click on next, and it will go to master branch. Click on next and finish. Again you have to provide a password, your GitHub password, login. Yeah, it is done. It is done to master branch, and this is the URL, guys. I'll provide the URL in the description box of this video as well, this GitHub URL. So close. So let me check the GitHub now. Simply refresh. So here you can see the project is added in the GitHub. So this is the link, so you can get the link. uh, yeah, this is the link, guys. So I'll provide the link, don't worry, I'll provide the link in the description box of this video. And if you go inside this my project, so here you can see the commit which we have given, first commit. So all the things are added over here. So inside this src I can see the scripts as well. These for the main whatever we have: action driver, base class, data provider, page objects. So let me show you one thing. So this is action.java. So here you can see this action.java you can find here. So you can clone this project. And yeah, so everything is done, guys, for today. So in the next video I'll talk about continuous integration and how we can run project using different jobs, I mean in jobs in Jenkins. And I'll show you how we can send the email, how we can send the email through with the help of attachment, with attachment, how we can send. And yeah, I'll show you, I'll talk about some tips and conclusion of our framework. So thank you guys for watching, have a nice day. And if you are new to my channel, then please subscribe the channel and also follow me on my blog as well. So thank you guys for watching, have a nice day, bye bye.